Hello, shipmates, the Gunny here. And today I'm going to do a little video about something totally different. I'm going to do something about the Chevy Cruz. Now, let me put it this way. You see a Chevy Cruz in my background. This is not my car. I wouldn't own this car. I wouldn't piss on this car. In fact, the only thing it's good for is it gives the dogs a place to piss when they piss on the tires. Okay, I'm going to calm down now. My father bought one 10, 11 years ago, and it was so bad. Bless my mom's heart. Mom and Dad had went somewhere in town, and the car went to break down, and they had to park it, and they started walking back, and they only lived about a mile away. But finally, Dad said he was going to have to sit down and wait there while my mom went and got Tony, aka the Chief, to come pick him up. And later on that night, he had a heart attack, and he passed. But the moral of that story is my mom even called the Chevy dealer and told them they owed her a refund because that car caused my dad to die. Let me just say, she didn't get a refund. All right, moving along. This one, my wife bought for her daughter. Now, my wife's a school teacher. All right, so, the money's just not pouring out for a school teacher. Excuse me, my co-stars are making some noise. And it turned out to be the car of my stepdaughter's dreams for about a week. Reason it was a car of her dreams, it had CarPlay. All right. Since then, over the last 2 or 3 years, nothing but trouble. I drove it over here from my mother-in-law's house, and on the 14 pounds of air in the front tire, I put air in tire. I put one of them fancy things that mechanics use to see what all is wrong with it. The only thing it tells me is wrong with it is catalytic converter is not working efficiently. I remember the good old days when we didn't have them, and we would take them off and just put a pipe. That's probably what this car needs. And as you can see, the dogs have used this this is what it's useful for. The body's in okay shape. It does need a good cleaning. Remember, it has had a 20-year-old in it. But it has been nothing with problems. I wouldn't sell this to somebody from the Army, I swear. Mistake I made when my wife was buying it, I went with her to CarMax. I have had nothing but good luck with CarMax, I gotta tell you that. But the mistake I made was when they said it had 3 owners. It had like 70,000 miles on it, and it already had 3 owners. That should have been my clue. If everybody's just getting rid of this car, there's a reason. But Jim didn't think of that. Sometimes Jim just does stupid stuff. And he not that I had any real say-so in it, let my wife buy it for her daughter. And it's been ugly since. Last weekend or over the 4th of July, she came down and bought Grandma's Nissan Rogue, and hopefully that will be a much better vehicle experience for her. But moral of the story, don't buy a Chevy Cruz. They're killers. And just a point of interest. If Chevy decides to sue me for this, go ahead. I ain't got nothing. Semper Fi. Love you guys.